Hello everyone. In this video I will talk to you about a different feature of our general purpose token, that is the feature that it can split itself in different tokens. In this version it can split itself up to the number of units that we declared in the deploying of the contract. So in the last video we explored this property, this method here, where we can put data inside the token, and now we will explore this method, split method, where the token can be split in different units. If you remember, in the first video of this series, we created the token with 100 units, and we used the token to make some interactions with it, and we put data inside the token. And now we will use the token, but I will first take out all that big file from inside the token and continue to using the same token in different states. I'll just put some basic text file inside the token and change its state. Now the current state is this one, and we will change the data inside the token by this basic data file here that is in this folder that I showed you before. And let's change the data inside the token. So it finished here. Now we have a new state of the token with a small data inside it. Let's check it. As it is still a big transaction, a transaction with a very big data inside it, in its input, it is not yet showing the token here at Watson chain, but it is waiting for confirmation, as we can see here at details. Now the block was confirmed, the transaction was confirmed, and we can use the new state of our contract in this transaction. Now let's talk about the splitting file that we will use. And to split the token, we have to use the current state of the token, and we will use this private key here that we use to control the token, and we can send some of it split part to another private key, but to another address controlled by a different private key. But in this case we will use the same private key, and I will show you how it will be done. First, we say here where is the position of the UTXO of our token, the current state of the token here in the transaction, and we come here and we have the public keys of Alice and Bob, and let's split the token. One part that remains will be with 75 units, and the splitted one will have 25 units of this token that we built with 100 units. And we say the new owner, the owner of the splitted part will be Alice, that is the owner of the token already. We will not change the owner here in this presentation, because I want to show you another feature later that it's required to use the same owner so that the feature can be performed. But we will work later with different owners for the same splitted token. Let me show here something. Here's the interaction code, and you can study, you can discuss with me later. But okay, it's set here all that we needed to split the token in two parts. Now let's execute the splitting file, and while it processes there, I will just show you this PowerPoint where I show what I mean by splitting the token. It was built with 100 units, and I can split the tokens in the number of units I want. For one part remains with the current owner, the other part I can ascribe to a different owner, but in this case I'm using both the same owner. Now let's see here, it's almost finishing the process, and this will be our the next stage of our token. And now it will have two different tokens, two different UTXOs of the contract, like here in this diagram. Sorry, but I forgot again to save the file with the new instructions. Now let's do the job again, and let's see if it will work this time. So this time it worked, and let's check our token at the blockchain. So now checking here at what's on chain, we have these two different tokens with the same smart contract, but with different units. So here this token, let me just show here, it has 75 units, and this one here we have 25 units. Now let's just split again this token. I will keep this one untouched by now, and I will split again this token here. I will get the transaction. I will just place the new state here. Now we have two states of our token, and here we have an interesting thing. The token that remained, we have two tokens in this transaction. One is in this position, in this UTXO, in this output, in index 0, and the next is in the index 1. I will split again this in the position 0, and I will comment with you some new interesting things of this. So it has 75 units. Let's split it 20 units for one, and the other will be with 55 units. So now I will save the file again, and let's just split the token again. So it's almost finished. This will be the next state text ID. If all is confirmed well, it is confirmed here. The transaction was broadcasted with success. Now let's check the token here on the blockchain, and now we have, let me try to use my mouse here. So we have now this token is splitting again. Here we have the one that remained. It might be 55 units here. Here it is. And this one we have 20 units, as we said. Okay, now we have 3 states of our token that was created initially with one single state. Now we have 3 versions of it. This one here was already used to form these 2 next states, and all of them are active by now. And what we can do, we can split these, each one of them, up to 100 units. Actually, the smaller part in this version of the code that we can have is a token with 1 unit, but it can be split and split and up to 100 tokens active, 100 states active at the same time. And it can be with 100 different owners. But imagine if you are a owner and you have 3 different tokens here, and each of them have some units, and you want to merge them in one token that has the number of units that you own of that token. So you can also do this with our contract here. So I will show you how to do that in the next video. By now I will leave you. May God bless you. See you next time.